Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Ayobami Bakari and I am an international student. I currently create content for interning international students also. And today's video is following the series, Is this school fully funded for international students? And the school that we're talking about or that we're going to be reviewing together today is Howard University. Okay, so if you do not know how to, get to a school's website, you don't know how to check whether the school's website is legit, that's why I'm doing this. So typically, if you haven't researched it before, you would see like some ads before the main website. So you might see blogs, things like that. So we're going to be looking at Howard University today. And so I know that I'm going to the school's legit website by clicking on .edu. Now, whilst that is loading, I wanted to chip in that our YouTube live session is coming up on Wednesday. Okay, yeah, on Wednesday, May 15th, 2024 by 9 a.m. EDT. So please do well to convert that to your local time zone. And the ECG Zoom School, which is a 16-week boot camp, is coming up. The application or the registration form opens June 15, but the wait list is currently open for you to sign up and be reminded to submit your application or your registration form. Please note that the link to the registration form will be put on the YouTube channel once it opens up. And the wait list is currently on the YouTube channel. I'm also going to be putting in the description box below and my email also for those of you that have extra questions. But the ECG Zoom School is going to help you choose schools that work best for your background, where you're coming from, and the things that you have to submit or to show in your application, making sure you're choosing the right schools, both with the help of the team and the help of the Holy Spirit. Because over here we pray, we move with the Spirit. All right, great. So whilst we are looking at Howard University, give me a minute to switch up this thing. All right. Okay. So Howard University, I want to check if Howard University is fully funded. I want to see if Howard is going to fully fund me as an international student. Please keep in mind that all the times or that I talk about international student, what I actually mean is students that are coming in what's the word? Students that are coming in as undergraduate freshman students. So your first year. So I'm going to go to admissions, which is typically where anything regarding financial aid should be under, and tuition and fees. So I always say that let us know in a school what is the total cost of attendance to attend this particular school. And once I know the total cost of attendance, then I want to see the things that I get to be offered here, like the scholarships and all of the things that they offer me here. So if I was to do international first year, because we're international students over here, and then I go over to financial support. Under financial support, I want to see the things that they have to offer, STEM scholars, over here. So I want to see if this is something that can apply to me, because it says that scholars selected for the program are awarded a scholarship for tuition, mandatory fees, room, board, and allowance for books associated with attending the university, and are required to ultimately pursue a PhD or a combined MD, PhD within a STEM discipline. So if that's something that you want to do, want to read up and see whether this is available for international students. A lot of scholarships on a school's website, you need to make sure that this is applicable to you as an international student. And so if I was to learn more about the application process whilst that is still loading, so we're going to look at, so Howard here offers the ISFA. And so in this place, the ISFA is going to give you institutional aid, right? Not federal aid and all of those things. And so once you do that, these are the things that you need to submit that they're asking you for, that your completed ISFA is. So for your parents, so many people will send me emails asking, oh, my parents don't file taxes, what can I do? There is a form that you can fill that shows that your parents are non-tax filers, but the school has to give you themselves, or the school has another alternative for people that do not file taxes. Some of them will tell you, okay, don't fill out this form, fill out this one instead, or they tell you that they're just going to waive it for you since your family doesn't file taxes. All right. So I want to see the cost of attendance. And what starts loading, I'm going to go to the international first year admission. You're seeing here to apply via common application. Harvard does the holistic admission process, meaning that they're using every single thing that you submit to consider you for application. So I want to look at, their deadlines and see everything. So you can submit your application if you do early action November 1st, but all of your documents must have been submitted November 15th. So keep in mind that even after November 15th, and your documents have not been submitted, then that means that your application was not complete for the fall semester as of that time. So that's something that a lot of people seem to forget about. So here we go that, and we see that you can be test optional and still be considered for the scholarships and all of those things. So I want to now be sure that Howard is going to is Howard going to meet my full demonstrated need? Since I can't find it on the website, I'm going to do does Howard meet the full demonstrated need for international students? So that's how you know if the school. So I'm going to put students first because some of them will tell you that's for admitted students. Now, I'm not going to go by this information here because it is from a blog. I want to go to the school's website and see that, okay, this is what Howard is saying to me regarding that. So whilst that is also loading, we're going to come back to this STEM Scholars Program. You have to apply here and you must complete the FAFSA. Since they've said that you must complete the FAFSA, that means that this particular scholarship is not open to international students because international students cannot fill out the FAFSA. So please do not think that because the school offers this, you see here that it says you must be a US citizen or permanent resident. So that's to tell you that a lot of the scholarships that you see, you need to take the time to make sure that these scholarships are applicable to you as an international student. And if you are still in doubt after checking the website, do well to send an email. There's nothing bad in you sending an email. So I want to see the cost of attendance, for the 2024, because it increases. The cost of attendance for the year 2021/2022 might be 50K, and 2024/2025 it might be maybe 52 or 60K. So undergraduate program, direct cost, indirect cost, and estimated cost of attendance is 59,000. That's for people living on campus, and if you're living off campus, that's a $69,000 cost of attendance. Then this is 54. Please, you don't necessarily have to come and check in School of Business, School of all of this, because this really doesn't apply to you except for people that are doing graduate stuff. Even School of Dentistry, doesn't matter whatever it is you want to study, you're still an undergraduate student until you graduate before you go to the College of Dentistry or whatever. So financial aid here, you want to see that Howard does have need-based financial aid and is given to you, is awarded based on financial need, must be a US citizen. And so you can see here that need-based scholarships are not available to international students because you're coming in on the F1 visa. So that means you're ineligible. So that's how to know that this particular school is not fully funded, all right? So whilst we're also, Now, all of these things are what I'm just reading from the website. Now, my own opinion is Howard has merit scholarships available for international students. And if partial scholarships is something that, you know, you are trying to get, and Howard is a school that is on your list, then I would advise you to go ahead, because Howard is a pretty good school, especially in terms of, building a community for their own students. And so you have different types of scholarships over here that Howard has. And at the end of the day, your scholarship could end up being maybe about 50% of your total cost of attendance. For some of the ECG ZOOM school students that got accepted into Howard, they now see what's it called? They now understand that Howard is not fully funded, even though Howard was fully funded before. So I'm trying to go to the part on the website where it says that they no longer, meet the full need. So hopefully I find that to be able to show you guys. What I was saying to, move forward now is that Howard has merit scholarships. Some of the students that applied got 13,000, some 15,000, some 12,000 out of that 50 something. And if you feel like that's a good enough amount for you to be able to, attend Howard, then I will still tell you to, apply. It says starting for the 2023-2024 school year. So that means that this is why it's better for you not to go off information that you've heard. Always make sure to come to the school's website or email them if you feel like the information here is not updated, because now you're seeing here that you can only be considered for merit scholarship in Howard, right? While in the previous years before that, people were getting fully funded to Howard. So this is something that thank God I was able to, find it. So even though they use the ISFA, that doesn't mean that they're fully funded, all right? It's just a way for them to know your family's financial capability or financial status and be able to determine the scholarships that they're going to give you. Do you understand, guys? So left to me, Howard is a pretty good school, as I was saying, especially in terms of building community for international students, and also the fact that Howard is one of the HBCUs, historically Black colleges and universities in the United States of America. So if that's something that you are really passionate about, Howard is also a pretty good school for things that regard, policy, political science, and programs like that. So there are some schools that are just, everybody just knows that, okay, if you want to study this and have like a prestige sort of thing, so those are some of the schools you go to. So Howard is one of those schools that kind of give you the prestige that some of you might be looking for. But at the end of this video, Howard is not fully funded for now, but they do have merit scholarships available. And I hope that helps you guys. And I will see you guys in my next video. The ECG Zoom School for this year is not free, but there's 15 slots for, scholarships for students. And once the 15 slots are taken, the students will be decided, whoever gets the scholarship will be decided by the team. And once the 15 slots are taken, then every other person has to, pay the money for the ECG Zoom School. All right. My email is also going to be in the description box. For schools that are like our students want to join, there's going to be a sort of package for you guys if you have more than 15 students. So please do want to email me regarding that. If you want your students to be in ECG Zoom School. And I'll see you guys in my next video. All right. Bye, guys.